Welcome to the Friday Night Frenzy. He's Rob Hughes. I'm Ross Bowlen, and we begin tonight's show with a North Central Conference showdown at Lafayette, Jeff, between the Broncos and my Harrison Raiders.
That sounds weird. North Central Conference.
Absolutely.
The Raiders snapped a 38-game losing streak last week against Logansport, while the Jeff Broncos lost at McCutcheon 55-14. Jeff has recent history on its side, though. The Broncos have won the last 3 meetings against Harrison, but it was the Raiders that jumped out to an early lead first. It appears there is the video. I was about to ditch it and give up and move on to the next one, but we have it. Early on, the pitch to Cameron Green, and he dances around the outside for the early 7-0 lead. Harrison in business. The Raiders will go up 14-0, but just before the half, Brandon Golick gets his team on the board. Faced with a 4th and 10, fires a touchdown strike to Austin Collins, and the Broncos are within a touchdown of Harrison. To start the second half, Jeff kicking off, and check out this play. Not sure if it was by design or not, but we'll give Coach Kennedy the benefit of the doubt. Jared Overman with the recovery. The Broncos are in good shape. Down inside the 10-yard line now. Golick fakes the handoff, takes it himself, powers in from a couple yards out. The reach gets him the score. The extra point ties the game at 14 seconds into the third quarter. Coach Kennedy is digging it. Unfortunately, for him at least, the Raiders responded with several long drives, the first of which was finished by Daniel Wright, bruising his way in. Wright and Green, a solid 1-2 punch in this one, and really all season so far. Green takes the handoff, and that would help seal it. The Raiders tacked on another touchdown after that. Harrison takes the win, 33-14. The Raiders now 2-2 to start the season. Coach Terry Peebles will hopefully join us in the Coach's Corner later in the show.
Who won that game?
Harrison.
Harrison won that game, right?
33-14.
Yep, picked things up in the second quarter. Kokomo facing a 3rd and long, down 14. Freshman Kyle Wade airs this one out to Jordan Matthews, who just hangs onto the ball long enough to score the touchdown. 21-14 Mavs lead. On the ensuing kickoff, junior Lucas Robinson fields it and is looking for some extra yardage and gets the boomstick from freshman linebacker Noah Herlock. He's a Maverick, so he'd be okay. Kokomo senior Bo Baker certainly doesn't lack any confidence tonight, facing a 3rd and short. He gets the ball in the reverse, but can't break it outside. That would set up this 4th and short, and the Mavericks defense comes through with the tackle behind the line. Very next play from scrimmage, Rob, you know what's coming.
Yeah, that's right. Senior
Blake Elming to the house. McCutcheon's line blocking well there. It's not a penalty if they don't call it, folks. Mavericks go on to win this one, 42-21 Mavs, 4-0.
Fast. Central Catholic taking the trip up north, taking on Culver. CC only scored 7 points last year against the Eagles. Different story this year. Avery Denhart rolls out and fires a pass to Luke Fusick for the first down. Following play, the Knights hand it off to guess who?
Jackson Anthrop.
That's right. Makes
Action
one guy
Jackson.
miss. Check this out. Action Jackson carried the pile in the end zone. 7-0 Central Catholic. Culver with the ball now. Jesse Brownfield. Say hello to Jack Hudson. The freshman storms in from the right side for the sack. Dad would be happy about that one.
Pretty popular last name.
CC on offense. Denhart finds Ben Metzinger in stride for the score. The Knights piling on early against the Eagles. CC up 14-0 after the first quarter. Anthrop gets the call now, and he delivers. The junior dives in for another TD. CC wins it 35-7.
He gets that toughness from his mother, Jana, I'm told. West Lafayette hosting Benton Central in a Hoosier Conference matchup. The Red Devils got the ball first, Rob. You know the drill. What comes up must come down in the hands of Kyle Turner. 7-0 RDP. Moments later, trailing 14-0, the Westside defense gets the ball right back. Check out the concentration on the INT right there. And that led to this.
Sure,
Mikey Kidwell with all kinds of time. Might as well throw it up there for the senior. They make it look so easy. 21-point lead at that point. Turner handing the ball nicely to the official. I'll tell you what's not very nice if you're Devin Crabtree going across the middle and having to meet and greet with Peter Vasily. Wow.
Take a seat.
Yeah, the Red Devils racked up some yardage tonight. This time it's Kidwell to Spencer Ronchetto, who is running like people are chasing him. Or there's free Bruno Doe in the end zone. Either way, West Lafayette wins big. 72-28 is the final.
The Delphi Oracles travel to Twin Lakes, where they are all ready for Christmas, I'm told. It kind of does look like Christmas there. In the second quarter, Twin Lakes QB Blake Bennington tries to go up the middle, but that didn't work, so he tries outside, finds a hole, and goes 83 yards for the touchdown. Takes it to the house, putting the Indians up 36-0 at that point. Next Indians possession, Bennington gets sacked by senior Mason Gray for an 8-yard loss. So the Oracles, they're giving their best shot. And 2 plays later, Adam Zink, that's right, Paul Zink's little bro, sacks Bennington for a 12-yard loss.
Who shot that game?
That would be Paul. Got to get the little bro in the game, right? Delphi would force the punt with 2 minutes left in the half. Once Delphi gets the ball, Weston Wendell airs this one out 30 yards to Mason Lane for a big first down with 33 seconds left in the half. Later on that same drive, Wendell finds Trevor Cox in the end zone just before the break, but it would not be enough. Nearly 100 points were scored in this one as Twin Lakes wins it at home 64-34. Well, 5 games down and 6 to go coming up after the break. We'll make stops at Tri-County, North Montgomery, Fountain Central, Attica, and Seager.
And Tipton, where the #1 ranked Rensselaer Bombers were taking on the Tipton Blue Devils. The Frenzy will be right back.
It's the Friday Night Frenzy on News 18. High school football from where you live.
Welcome back to the Frenzy. We start the second half of our show with a matchup at Tipton between the Blue Devils and Rensselaer Bombers.
The #1 ranked Bombers, Rensselaer, came into play tonight, hoping to hang another crooked number on its opponent for the 4th straight week. We've waited 3 weeks to introduce this, but it's time to play Rensselaer Roulette, where you have a 1 in 11 shot of figuring who's got the ball. Here it's a reverse to X-back or Z-back for a first down. Chris Mack's offense has scored 193 points this season, and give and go between the quarterback and center is never out of the question. Here it's simple handoff. Rylan Airhood who takes this one in for the score. Next possession, direct snap to Austin Fleming for another 19 yards. And here it's another pitch to Airhood.
So hard to follow.
Yeah, he takes this one down the sideline for yet another first down. Airhood, again, up the middle. This time, if you guess first down, 200 points for you at home. One more time now. Airhood takes the pitch and wins the race to the pylon. This game got ugly real fast, Rob. And I'm talking real fast. Very next Bomber possession, Dalton Murphy takes the direct snap in for the score. Bombers would go into halftime with a 63-0 lead, allowing only 1 first down. They cruise 77-0.
It's like magic. Can't even guess where the ball's at. Tri-County Cavaliers hosting the Frontier Falcons for homecoming early in the first quarter. Frontier's Austin Becker runs it in for the touchdown to open up the scoring in this one. On the other side of the ball, Cavalier QB Blake Justice fires it. The defender tips it. Tip drill, but Brendan Kidd keeps his eyes on the prize. Calls in the reception, but Tri-County would have to punt. Falcon ball now. Falcon quarterback Tyler Wireman lasers it to Alex Broussard for the first down to make it 1st and goal. Same possession. Michael Hurt takes the ball, and Joel Anchor lays the Hurt on Hurt. Frontier would have to go for it on 4th and goal. And on that 4th down, Wireman hits Michael Hurt for the touchdown, and his hand was under it. Falcons were up 13-0 at the half, and they would hold on to win 21-20. They actually scored, what, a 2-point conversion?
2-point conversion with 6
seconds to play. They didn't so much as hold
play
on as they did take it in the end.
North Montgomery charged up to host the Frankfort Hot Dogs tonight. First quarter, Charger QB Bailey Adams scrambles for 15 yards, and that'll move the old chains. Later in the drive now, Adams fumbles the handoff, and Frankfort's Patrick Bredenberg says, "I'll take that, and you take this." He runs it back for the touchdown.
Nobody even near him.
Nobody. Chargers looking to get back on track. Alex Parsons breaks up field for a huge gain on the play. Finally, Packet Dogs to tackle him there. Then the Chargers' Cole Clore runs it up the middle. 1st and goal. Next play, he punches it in for the touchdown. Chargers win at home 36-26.
Under the lights at Fountain Central, the Mustangs hosting Covington. Second quarter, Colin Strange gets the pitch and punches it into the end zone. Mustangs up 35-0 at that point. Later, Covington's QB Cage Hegg passes to Gabe Newland for a nice gain, but the drive stalled. The Trojans have to punt. Mustangs QB Kobe Pierce, I'm told this is a long play, showing his running skills off, gets some blocks, scrambles for about 30 yards. Finally, still no one's taking him down. Finally, he goes down. Later, probably shows off his passing skills. He's got those two going long, the outstretched arms of Ethan Woodrow down into the 2-yard line. Next play, Strange punches it in. Mustangs roll 63-0.
Over in Attica, the Red Ramblers hosting the Rockville Rocks. Sophomore Austin Durham starts the second half with a big play down the middle. That was part of a 10-minute drive for the home team. fans enjoying the game with some s'mores tonight. How can you have some s'mores if you haven't had anything already?
I don't know.
Name that movie, Sandlot, maybe?
No.
Just saying. Grabbing a quick, back to Durham now, grabbing a quick pass up the sideline, only to be pushed out of bounds by Keontre Wilkie. Check out this next play. It's a fumble recovery by the Red Ramblers. It's a run up the middle, and out of the confusion comes Brian Day, making about a 40-yard play right there. One more big pass down the middle now. Christian Blackern getting his hands on it for the heavy coverage. That's about as close as any team got in the second half. Neither team putting up any kind of points in this one, and just the game the Seeger Patriots needed. 21-14 was the final.
Bouncing across the river at Seeger, the Riverton Park Panthers visited the Seeger. By the way, I'll brush up on my Sandlot for you. Panthers coming out early with a big pass up the middle. Dakota Milner leaves his feet. I got that one for a 20-yard pass for Panther first down. Changing directions, Panthers QB Tanner Edge goes out wide, legs out, a QB sneak. Quite QB sneak.
He's got his PF Flyers on.
Ties it up 6-6. The Panthers kicking off, leaving a bit to be desired, leaving it short at midfield for the Pats. And that would lead to this. Pats QB Aiden Hoskins tossing up the rock. Cole Blessing keeping it between the pylons for a smooth touchdown. The Pats go on to win 26-14. That's all 11 games of our highlights. Coming up, we have the always popular Coach's Corner.
That's right. Harrison head coach Terry Peebles will sit down with us to talk about his 2-2 Raiders. It's coming up next. Welcome back to the Frenzy, making his second appearance on our show, Harrison head coach Terry Peebles.
2-2 head coach Harrison head coach Terry Peebles. How does that feel?
That feels good. Yeah, it feels, after the first two games, it feels really good.
I mean, we talked about it. All the Harrison people have talked to us about building up this streak, 38 games losing streak. That's got to feel. I mean, last week you get it off your chest, and then this week you're now a 2-2 football team. You have to like where you're at.
Very much. I've only been there 4 games, so it's not a big deal to me as much as it is for our kids who had to live through that. So they're very excited. They're very confident. They played like it in the second half today, and we're happy with the way things are going right now.
And when you're sitting in the locker room after the game and you're talking to the kids, is it one of those where you're like, hey, we call this a winning streak? And were they more excited after last week's win or tonight and beating a rival?
They were pretty excited at both. They pretty much just left right after the game was over and sang the school fight song to the parents, and they went over to the students. I didn't even get a chance to talk to them. So when I get a chance to talk to them tomorrow morning, hopefully they'll understand the fact that we should be competitive in most of the games we play if we play to our potential.
As far as tonight's game, you guys jumped out to a good 14-0 lead there. It looked like you were in control and gave up that little turnover, that snap over the head. What was going through your mind there in the second quarter?
Well, we tried to draw them off sides, and then we were going to do a quick kick with the offense out there, and it really backfired. And luckily, we didn't have any boo birds, but if I was one of the parents up there, I probably would have been one of the people doing it. So, but we haven't been a team so far this year that's really come back from adversity when things started to go wrong. A lot of times you see the heads go down and things just we didn't recover. Today we recovered and came out and did really well in the second part of the second half. So I'm proud of the kids. There's some good kids out there.
We'll get you out of here on this one. Anderson next week at home. Just what do you need to continue to get better at as you get ready for Week 5?
Well, I think offensively, the passing game we just need to get better at it. And it's just going to take time. It's going to take repetitions. Defensively, I think we're pretty solid as long as we negate the big plays. Today we gave up a 4th and 10. If we can stop those, we should be competitive in all the rest of our regular season games.
Coach? Congratulations on the win tonight.
Thank you very much.
2-2, a chance to go 3-2 next week against Harrison. That wraps up tonight's show. For more Frenzy-related features, including bonus highlights on our web as well, you can just visit our website, WLFI.com.
We'll have all of your Purdue football coverage tomorrow night on News 18 at 6 and 11 o'clock. Thanks for watching, and have a great weekend.